Welcome to World Coins Explorer. This video we will dive deep into the fascinating details of the 1973 United States 5-cent coin, more commonly known as the Jefferson Nickel. This coin may look like just another small piece of change, but it carries a rich history, intricate design, and significant role in American coinage. We will explore its background, design features, mint varieties, mintage numbers, errors, and collectible value. By the end of this video, you will understand why even a common-looking nickel from 1973 can be a treasure in disguise for collectors around the world. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and has been a cornerstone of U.S. coinage ever since. Named after Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States and author of the Declaration of Independence, this coin was designed to honor one of the nation's founding fathers. By 1973, the Jefferson nickel had already been in circulation for 35 years and was well established as a familiar part of American currency. Unlike other denominations that went through frequent redesigns, the nickel retained its core design for decades, making the 1973 issue part of a long and continuous tradition. This continuity made it an everyday coin for Americans, but also a fascinating piece of history for collectors. The obverse side of the 1973 nickel features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, designed by sculptor Felix Schlag. The design shows Jefferson's bust with finely detailed hair and a strong profile. Around the rim are inscriptions: the word Liberty, followed by the date 1973 on the right side, and the national motto "In God We Trust" on the left. The simplicity yet elegance of Schlag's design has made the Jefferson nickel one of the most recognizable coins in American coinage. On some mint varieties, a small mint mark, D for Denver or S for San Francisco, appears near Jefferson's portrait, while nickels struck at Philadelphia carried no mint mark in 1973. This obverse has remained largely unchanged for decades, making it historically significant. On the reverse side, the 1973 Jefferson nickel showcases an image of Monticello, Thomas Jefferson's Virginia estate and architectural masterpiece. Schlag's design presents Monticello with its iconic dome and neoclassical columns, symbolizing Jefferson's role not only as a statesman but also as an architect. Above the image is the Latin phrase E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one, a motto symbolizing the unity of the United States. Below Monticello, the word Monticello is written, followed by the denomination 5 cents, and the country's name United States of America. The reverse design remained consistent for decades, making the 1973 coin instantly recognizable to collectors and everyday people alike. The 1973 nickel was struck at 3 different U.S. mints: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D; and San Francisco, S for proofs only. The Philadelphia and Denver mints produced nickels for circulation, while the San Francisco Mint produced special proof coins for collectors. Proof coins were made with polished dies and special planchets, giving them a mirror-like finish and sharp details. These proof versions are highly sought after by collectors, especially when they are preserved in original mint packaging. The presence or absence of a mint mark can significantly influence the value of a coin, making it important for collectors to check their nickels carefully. The mintage numbers for the 1973 Jefferson nickel were quite high, reflecting its role as an everyday coin in American commerce. The Philadelphia Mint struck over 384 million nickels, while the Denver Mint produced around 316 million coins. In addition, the San Francisco Mint issued approximately 2.76 million proof nickels for collectors. These high production figures mean that the 1973 nickel is not rare in circulated condition, and most examples are still only worth their face value of 5 cents. However, well-preserved uncirculated coins or proof issues are far more valuable to collectors. Mintage numbers play an important role in determining rarity, and while 1973 nickels are common, special varieties or errors can still make them collectible. One of the most interesting aspects of the 1973 nickel is the possibility of finding error coins. Minting errors can occur due to misaligned dies, double strikes, off-center strikes, or die cracks. Collectors particularly look for double die obverse or reverse errors, where parts of the design appear doubled. These mistakes are rare and can make a 1973 nickel worth significantly more than its face value. Another factor collectors consider is the quality of the strike. Some nickels were struck weakly, resulting in blurry details. Strongly struck examples with full details, known as full steps nickels, showing clear steps on Monticello, are highly desirable and can fetch premium prices. The value of a 1973 nickel depends heavily on its condition, mint mark, and whether it has errors. In average circulated condition, these nickels are generally worth only 5 cents, their face value. However, uncirculated examples in mint state, MS grades can sell for between $1 and $10 depending on quality. Proof versions, especially those with deep cameo contrast, can be worth $3 to $10 or more. The most valuable nickels are those with full steps designations from professional grading services, which can reach prices of $50 to $200 or higher. Error nickels, such as double dies or off-center strikes, can sometimes sell for hundreds of dollars at auction. This makes the 1973 nickel both common and collectible, depending on what version you own. The 1973 Jefferson nickel is more than just a coin. It represents a continuation of American coinage tradition during a time of stability. Unlike other denominations such as dimes, quarters, or half dollars, which underwent design changes in the mid-20th century, the nickel remained visually consistent. This stability gave the coin a sense of continuity and familiarity for the American people. It also reflects Jefferson's lasting influence on U.S. history, with his portrait circulating in billions of copies for decades. For collectors, owning a 1973 nickel means holding on to a piece of this long-running tradition, connecting modern America with its historic past. In conclusion, the 1973 United States 5-cent coin may seem like just another nickel in your pocket, but it carries far more significance when you look closely. With its portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the iconic Monticello on the reverse, and its role in everyday commerce, it is a piece of American identity. While most 1973 nickels are common, uncirculated examples, proof versions, and rare error coins can be quite valuable to collectors. At World Coins Explorer, we encourage you to take a closer look at your nickels, because sometimes even the smallest coin can tell the biggest story. Who knows? You may already have a hidden treasure waiting in your change jar, just waiting to be discovered.